The question says, the table below shows the number of points scored by Team A and Team B during 2 parts of a game show. Here's our table, and we have Team A in Part 1 scored 350, and in Part 2 scored 630 points. Team B scored 580 points in Part 1 and 490 points in Part 2. The question says, how many more points in all did Team B score than Team A? So when we hear those words, how many more, we know we are going to subtract as part of our process. But then we see how many more points in all did Team B score than Team A. So we see that Team B probably scored more because their numbers are higher. But we want to know by how many points. So the first thing we need to do is find out how many points Team A scored altogether. So what we'll do is we'll take this 350, we'll add that to 630 to figure out how many points in all they had in both Part 1 and Part 2. So down here I'm going to do 350 plus 630. And I will see that Team A scored 980 points in all. But now I also need to look at how many points Team B scored in all. So I'm going to add up Team B's score to figure out how many points we have. So you'll see that Team B in Part 1 has 580 points, and in Part 2 has 490 points. I'm going to add those up. I have 9 and 8 is 17. And I have that Team B in all, they obviously won, scored 1,070 points. Now what I'm going to do is I want to know by how many more points did Team B win? So that's where my subtraction comes in. I will do 1,070 minus 980. Can't do 7, take away 8, so I'm going to go next door to this 1. This will be a 10. I still can't do 7 minus 8, but now I can go next door and make this 10 a 9, and the 7 a 17. And then as I continue to subtract, I see that Team B scored 90 more points than Team A.